The norm for a lot of people in the creative arts, especially artists, is depression. Very popular comedians, you find that they, in the private life, they're the most saddest people.
Wow.
To be honest, they can make you laugh and everything. The artists, they can make you dance to their tunes, good beats, good lyrics, and all that. But there's always something that is in there. And until you have somebody who is with you, who knows your ups and downs, artists need to pay their dues. And that's another area they don't understand.
Pay their dues.
Their dues in the sense that you have to understand you give yourself a number of years where you perform for free.
Okay.
You understand? That is your duty and your service. You understand? To your community, to the world.
Welcome back to Hope on Air on Cape TV. We are live on Multi TV, on Facebook, and also on TikTok. Just search Cape TV Official. Welcome back. Hello, Nana.
Good evening.
Good evening. I hope everything is fine.
Yes, very good, very well.
Okay. Today we are joined in the studio by Nana Ekua Apiatwa Tufuhima in the Abra State, also known as Queen Wan. Today we are joined by Nana Queen Wan to also tell us about how people in the creatives, the people who entertain us, who sing for us to be happy, what they go through behind the scenes, psychologically, mentally. So speak here and then let's listen to Nana as to how she's dealing with the people who make us happy, how she makes them happy also behind the scenes. Nana, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes, so today we are very, very happy. Please tell us about yourself and then what you have been doing with some of the creatives for the past 2 decades.
Okay, basically, like you said, my name is Nana Queen the second, and I am a Queen Mother, traditional ruler in the central region. But one of my passions is to do with maternity, anything that creative arts really interests me, but especially when it comes to music. So when I moved to Ghana, I decided to look into the music world here, starting from Cape Coast. And slowly I developed and expanded and got to know others from other parts of outside other parts of central region. And then it got to a stage I began to realize that there were some technical, there were some, personal issues amongst the artists that need to be dealt with. The whole from with my own sons, I've got 4 sons and a daughter. And my 4 sons, for some reason, they all seem to want to go into the music, though they've diverted as they grew older. But something in the creative arts that they started with is what they're working with today. So I noticed from the very early age that there were certain things one needed to understand about somebody who does music or is interested in music. So that's where it all began.
So this is more like a parental duty
Yes.
you have been performing at home.
Yes.
That has graduated into the bigger picture.
That's right.
Thank you very much for filling that gap for our musicians, because we all depend on them,
Yes.
for advice, for entertainment, and all that there is to music. So
Yes.
Nana, tell us, in managing some of these creatives in the past 20 years, what are some of the most struggling, what are the most common struggles of the creatives that you've been dealing with?
I'm very glad that you mentioned the fact that they entertain us. They make us smile. If you go to funerals, they can even make you sad for that moment. And then you get happy once again. But one thing I realized, which is the norm for a lot of people in the creative arts, especially artists, is depression. That's their biggest downfall. It's not intentional. They don't go to look for that sort of thing, but it's there. No one knows how to handle it. And no one knows what they're seeing or what they're hearing. They just think the artist is lazy, the artist can't be bothered. Sometimes the artist wants to be in bed all day, but they don't realize what's behind it. You understand? And there's this depression that lingers among their lives, most of them.
Wow.
You know, yeah. A lot of them cry a lot. They will deny it in public. But when you get to know them very closely, you realize that they shed a lot of tears, and that's how they get over their frustrations.
Wow. This is deep.
It's,
Because how can I imagine the person singing happy songs and making me happy that this person is depressed? When we are depressed,
yes.
we go to listen to them for some comfort. And so
Yeah.
behind the scenes, it means a lot happens.
Yes. In fact, if you read about very popular comedians, you find that they, in their private life, they're the most saddest people.
Wow.
To be honest, they can make you laugh and everything. The artists, they can make you dance to their tunes, good beats, good lyrics and all that. But there's always something that is in there. And until you have somebody who is with you, who knows your ups and downs, we all get depressed one way or another, you understand? But with this, their frustration sometimes come from their management, the people around them, because we have their icons around, you know, and we see their progress financially, big cars, big houses and all that. And of course, growing up, if you don't move into the music world, you know, and be directed into the music world, you will come into the music world seeing all this glamour and think that I need to be, yes, I need to be here. I'm good. Oh yeah, everybody's music is good. But we forget that it's the listener, the one who is going to listen to your tune, that's supposed to tell you it's good. But though we tell ourselves, oh, my song is good, it should be a hit, it's the world telling you that it's a hit.
So Nana, tell us, what are the main issues that put our creatives down?
Most of them want to run before they can crawl. Most of them want to run before they can crawl. So they're looking, again, like I said earlier on, they're looking at the glamour and wonder why it's not coming on time. There's one thing I always say also, I've said this for years, artists need to pay their dues, and that's another area they don't understand.
Pay their dues?
Their dues in the sense that you have to understand you give yourself a number of years where you perform for free.
Okay.
You understand? That is your duty and your service. You understand? To your community, to the world. But a lot of people feel that when I get out there on the stage, I should be paid now. We don't even know how to weigh you to pay you. You understand? But you come out there and you feel I'm it. Why? Because your mom loves your song, your dad loves your song, your aunties and grandma and everybody loves your song. So expect the whole world to pay for that. But it doesn't work that way. And that's where people get very frustrated. You understand? Yeah.
The moment they listen to their own music and think it sounds nice, and also have a few people around them who just want to, you know, make them feel good about themselves. So if and then I scramble, they say, oh, when you be there, so the person thinks that this is good.
Yeah.
And when it's not hitting,
exactly, they get very frustrated. So let me take you back a bit. You see, in some cultures, when you have a certain talent or gift that is showing, we'll talk about talent and gift in a minute. When you see that showing, you are fortunate to have, let's say, parents who will guide you from day one, who might even take you to music school. You can end up in university doing music and all that. But we also come from a society or a community of people who don't see those things as being profitable in any way. Forgetting that it's the same music we're dancing at funerals. It's the same music we're dancing at weddings and all that. Does anybody sit back to think, who is behind the music? It means that there is some importance of us having music as human beings.
Of course.
You understand? But everybody wants their child to be a doctor, dentist, you name it, nurse, pilot. Nobody really wants their child to go into music. But they'll be the first person to tell the DJ, they change the record. You understand? So that we can dance. You understand what I'm saying? So if we had the opportunity of parents understanding our children better when it comes to choice of professions. I don't blame them because a lot of people think the music world is basabi, it's not.
Whole of
Because,
let me come in here. I think I listened to Kofi Kinate's interview, and he said when he started the music, he was looked at in a certain way.
Yes.
And he has to make sure he's clean.
Yes.
Just so if anyone is also coming from the family, they don't say, hey, Yanka.
Yes. Yes. It's very true.
So, but which mother? Mommy, said the balance out.
That's it. See, they see the end result or the near end result, but nobody wants the beginning. Because when you talk about Shatawale, Stoneboy, they started from somewhere. They started from somewhere. But we are seeing the end product, which is the fantastic music. They've climbed the ladder. Your child is now trying to climb the first step on the ladder.
Yeah.
And you're saying that, oh, it's not good for you, you won't make money and everything. But when you get to the other end and you're making the money, don't they enjoy it?
They do.
Yes.
You see Burna Boy's mother on behind the scenes, behind the stage, she's controlling everything at the back there.
Yes. So, what we need to look at as parents is what your child has within them. Some come to learn and some are gifted. And that's what, is something that we need to also teach people.
Okay.
That we have the gift and we have the talent. You understand?
We have gifts.
We have the gift and we have talent. The thing with the gift is in you. From wherever you came from, you came with it. So no matter what, and a lot of people have gifts, but they've not reached the Sarkodie's. They have gifts, but they've not reached the Shatawale stages. Why? Because they're not really interested in going that far. Singing in church, you see them singing all over the place, school, whatever, you understand? But then somehow they get diverted, but the music is still in them. The singing, the lyrics and all that is in them. Now the difference between them and someone who is talented, the talented one comes without that gift. So they're coming to learn.
Okay.
So I don't have that gift, but I watch somebody like Samini, and I'm like, I want to be like him. So I start to copy him.
Okay.
And then I can get it to like 99.9% right. Okay. That I even maybe sound like him and everything. That's not a gift. You learned it. You understand? So sometimes that is why, you see, one of the things that I find lately is that because we're progressing in life, all of us, you see the new babies that are coming, we keep calling them ancestors.
Yes.
Because they are doing things that you wonder, who taught you this?
Yeah.
But it's always been there. It's always been there. So when you come with the gift, parents have to observe and know how to treat you. Otherwise, you'll go into a depressive stage. That's the problem.
So you've mentioned a few things here that disturb the mental health of the artists. You mentioned that they don't want to go through the process. They want to jump the process to the finish line. And so impatience is one of it. And then the second one you mentioned is the parents who may be trying to stop the children from realizing whatever gifts that they have. What else?
You see, let me give you an example. I was talking to a parent who says the child is always going on the keyboard. They have a keyboard that was gifted to them. And the child can hear something somewhere, come back, and they'll be playing the notes of the keyboard. But they are looking more at the academics for the child to go in a different direction. And I told them that, don't worry, you can let him continue with the keyboard. It gives him that pleasure. That's the gift he's already come with.
Okay.
So it's giving him that pleasure. And through that pleasure, he can really go into whatever other field he wants to go to, knowing that this thing, he's getting satisfaction from what he does. But when you keep saying, jai, 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 and you're slapping them and all that, you're killing something inside them. You understand? And some of them grow up and then they go into drugs, they go into all sorts, because they're trying to get away from that pressure so that they can focus on whatever it is that God has sent them to do in terms of music or any part of the creative arts. You understand?
You just reminded me about a doctor friend of mine who is a DJ.
You
DJ
see?
Ore, I have to give you a shout out.
Exactly.
He's a serious DJ. He has his own records and everything, but he goes to work normal.
Yes.
And this is a passion that he has on the side. So, meaning that let them do what is in them as they pursue what you think is good for them. I mean, you never know which one is even going to take them to the next level. If you just join us, we are live on Cape TV and Multi TV and also on Facebook. This is Hope on Air with Nana a Queen Mother who is also helping the creative. And that's a brofone ya dos do Nana de say say
oh yeah, baka kakra.
Na my yanko management so the biane ya te say we on the managers kontokwa na artist we the managers kontokwa and also so contributed to adwene mo how kakra e artist no.
Yes. To be honest with you, that management circle ankasa. If you don't have some manager ankasa on tease, he doesn't understand artist ankasa. You understand? Yeah. Obama the pressure. You understand? Pressure in the sense that when you're, let's say you're focused on your work, you're trying to get your lyrics. ABR manager like to the studio or to some radio station interview, that might be the time that you're tapping in. You see, into pressure on the door, so they need to relax a bit. I'm not saying that artists don't be a lazy person, no, but they're different. Artists are different, especially gifted artists. We are different, if you get very close to them, you realize that I'll say they're not even from this world. We are different. Everything is different.
So does it mean that the management may just be interested in the business side of the the artist?
Until I say cry, the managers don't understand it. Yeah, several times. If you want to take the artist from them, or you are interested in the artist, it becomes a personal property for some people.
Wow.
Yeah, and especially if you sign. In today, we always say that, read the small print. Because you sign 5 years of your life away in the music industry. Because if, let's say, ABR, who manager on support you in the way you need to be supported emotionally, he's thinking of the business. Emotionally, I can for 5 years until that contract is over. Wow. So before you sign on the dotted line, think about it. Even though the person was sick, so the person can push you financially, spiritually.
And see, I see, yeah, not just say artists who sign on to a certain management, say dream who and I say who say management team we say no. Do they have my psychological well-being in mind?
Yes.
Now artists on crawling your crop pentiment to me kind time ben now benya say or the coffee say
yes. That's the problem. You understand? Because they're like a lot of the artists, some music industry, without a doubt, say Nisika, you'll find it very difficult to climb. It is so be bad as a management team. The first thing you think of is, I'm thinking of the money and how I'll push. You yourself, you've even forgotten the emotional problems that need to be dealt with.
Wow.
And you will fall too. It's just the way you were, it's your being. That's how you are.
So help me to understand. Say artists so more into that kind of depression now. How are they?
Most of the time, they are very reserved.
Okay.
They want to just stay in the room. They don't want to socialize. Normally, you find that artists, they have that character already. It's almost back out, they are come to do the act and then go back.
Okay.
They are come to perform to the crowd and then go back. It is sometimes I don't want the person sitting in the room or the bedroom or whatever it is. You'll be thinking, but 20 minutes ago, no, yeah, they was stage, everybody say, hey. But talk of them, you can't even tell himself, say, hey.
Wow.
That is how it is. For majority of them. I'm a character, you're different off the stage. As soon as they're getting on the stage and it's time for them to work, they'll switch. The personality will switch. So that the whole world will start to love them for what they are on the stage. But Oko out, you see that he's come down. Apart from the fact that adrenaline was on the move when he was on stage, the person is coming back to their own promise space.
Yep.
Yeah. Even when people come around, oh, boys, girls, we are artists, let's go out, so that you see that the artists themselves, whether male or female, but they have to go out there. You understand? And so that's another thing with our female artists, also pressure. Pressure. Either they complain that the owner wants to, date them, the producer wants to date them, recording studio. And then I know somebody, and son of record crampo, when you swept the place, wash the clothes. And I said, you do all that before you're recording. I said, that's how they get free recording. It's sad.
Wow.
What happens?
It's not just a sika, a major part of music business.
Yes.
No?
Yes. And assuming they're like parents almost a kappa and they have your interest and your talent or your gift, and they push you, you won't suffer this much. And if they have the understanding, papa grandpa, no, you're a musician. The music was already in him, or your mother, the music was already in there.
Yeah.
More than 2 parents who don't, they'll be wondering where did this gift come from? Then when you go and ask the grandfather, I know somebody, the grandfather was a musician.
Okay.
And I had only skipped one generation and is now in this child. Wow. And you understand. But you're condemning. Meanwhile, that grandparent was a very popular person back then. And the ancestor has returned.
Can we say artists be and Tenenka na say be our kote dia ebia na bibi na ha no?
Oh yes. There's another way, gifted people. There's another way. Ute lyrics now say word for word. People like myself, I can pick out that there's something wrong with this person.
So they sing their emotions.
They sing their emotions out. And if you're a very sensitive manager, I can sit there and I'll play somebody and I'll be crying on my own. The tears will fill up in my eyes. Just nobody is around me. And my eyes will just fill up. And
you
then I
feel
and immediately I know that this particular song is spiritual. It was just not taken because what will be in you into your copy. You will know straight away. But some music is music to you. It's just music.
Entertainment.
It's deeper than that.
Wow.
Much deeper than that.
I am a music lover myself. I really love music. And I take a lot of inspiration from artists.
Yes.
Semi pinpointed artists metie work bia why step by step ayana me try to understand the psyche and honestly so wotie obinyum kwachira you can understand what kind of person
yes that's they're telling you their story. And when there is different from Obibe Bonyum and then the Lamborghini and then the Rolls Royce and that is fantasy. Yes, it's a fantasy world, total fantasy.
Wow.
Like in the rap culture, when they're talking about East Coast, West Coast, for instance, in the States, you have those who rap reality, then you have those who rap fantasy.
Okay.
You understand? So that is the difference. Into Obibe followed the fantasy. We want the big cars and the big girls and the barbecues and the swimming. You know, your fantasy. Whereas you come to those who speak reality.
Yep.
Like, say, for instance, in reggae, we can talk about people like Bob Marley. A real.
Yep.
You understand? It's telling you as it is.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Gifted people don't go into fantasy. They normally talk about reality. So when you listen to it, the way you feel, if you are sensitive, you see, there's a difference with just hearing it and understanding what is going on. Sometimes lyrics in Crampo until beats no they are catching.
Most of the times.
Yes, it's the beat. It's the beat. So if the beat is good and the artist already on the beat, it goes far. But if it doesn't work that way, you see that all. But if you understand the lyrics and want to understand the lyrics, you will know the personality behind those lyrics. It will be telling you. So when I show you, it's, for instance, it'll be a suicidal.
Okay.
You feel it in his lyrics.
In the
it will start coming out.
Mm.
So sometimes what we do is say artist now is going through, let's say, depression stage now. We tell them, go and write a song. Not on release it. Yes. On releasing it now on paper.
Wow.
Sometimes they don't even need paper. They'll go to the studio, need now paper out. They will say everything. Those are very gifted people.
Wow.
Very gifted.
And see, say your entertainers no have their own issues. What may you send a bar or behavior?
Yeah.
How do you manage them? What do you do when you pick say me artists as me shower bibi nkoyi? What do you do?
You have to first of all, you see, it's about a relationship.
Okay.
If you have a relationship with your artist, whether male or female, that means mudin komo. You understand? It's not artist manager.
Yeah.
You become friends. So, and common dear, you're able to say, or be better my culture that what I'm going to say to you, I can't say it to my mom. Or I can't say it to my dad. Unto me can. But because you have that relationship and you're close, he'll pour or she'll pour everything out of what's bothering you. Then you start treating it as an emotional problem. So that's where psychology and everything comes into it. You start to treat it. Take it step by step. If you find that the problem is because of the race, or feel there, or be palm on the motorway, everybody has passed, then you have to explain. There, it takes a bit more pass, go up the ladder, whatever from says here. So you have to help them understand that it's about climbing up step by step. And step by step. Another problem we have with the artists, the modern day artists, or even the age. People started there, by 40 Magi, by 30 I've stopped. I will not do music anymore because they are worried about their age. Because music, no, it has not taken off. And you've already gone into, let's say, 40s. That's what they feel. Meaning. When you go home, your parents are telling you, when will you marry? When will you have children? It's not even the person's plan. But because we force our children to do certain things, by this age, 35 or so, you are growing. You're still not married. 35 for a woman, you are growing. But most of the time, the women know that, so starting their worry and then have children and all that. The career no starts going down. They know it themselves. It will start going down.
Na yakeka bebre yenka na say yenhu o maware semu ne relationship issues ne ade ma yenko commercial break na ye babaka ye ba behwe artist no maware semu ne o relationship semu said they no so affecting mental health. Stay with us.
Life is always unforgettable at Rich Royal Hotel, SP Experience a beautiful edifice built with you in mind and situated at Second Reach Cape Coast, few minutes drive of the Accra Cape Coast Takoradi Highway and close to Infantswim School. Wake up to a blissful morning and enjoy our distinctive services. Early bird buffet breakfast available from 5:30 a.m. You can have a break off your journey and cool off. Rich Royal banquets blowout and a grab and go packages also await you. Sit back, let us make that social group get together for birthday, lunches and dinners, an alluring moment. For that conference and meeting, we are just a call away. Book us for half and full day conferencing, not forgetting our weekend package for honeymooners and the anniversary celebrants. Allow your children from ages 4 to 10 to be a member of the Royal Kids Club, as we have loads of fun and learn art and crafts, cooking, gardening, reading, swimming, and many more. So you see, life is a complete ecstasy at Rich Royal Hotel. Visit our website www.richroyalhotel.com.gh or email us on reservations at richroyalhotel.com.gh. Call us on 031 200 3222. Rich Royal Hotel, richly inviting, comfortably yours.
Welcome back to Hope on Air on Cape TV. We are live on Multi TV and also on Facebook. I'm here today with Nana Ekua Apiatiwa.
Second, yes.
Tupugima in the Abra State, aka Queen Wan. The only queen now, one pair. Ohima beyond the traditional duties. Now also so artist mo. Etiti omo chira omo kwanya omo befa so na omo adwene mu ada ho. Sebe ya omo bekoso abodwe mu dead na ma ya hom kade bia na yesoso ye ni age. Na nye na menim sese omo entertain ye wi a omo timi kofie san kokosu just because of some issues that they also have. And as we are having this our mental health series, we had to look at our entertainers as well. Nana,
that's right.
Yes, Nana, maybe before you go break, and say relationship issues, so it's me sa Abinimuhawi and
yes, a natural there to a certain age, your family pressure back, you need to marry. Also, a female artist. ABA is twofold. Either a bewari will be in the industry, and now you go for somebody outside the industry. Both of them, better mama problems. You understand? And then, of course, Edu baby, they will start pregnancy when. Honestly, being pregnant for 9 months, some even more than that, couple of weeks more than that. It's not easy. Until you know that a better break kakra and son ever back to the industry again. The way the system is, sometimes and you're careful, be have a pump and pass you by. And then you're 1 year behind. Because of the way technology and everything is moving. Even if you are there and you're practicing whilst you're with your baby and your husband, it gets to a stage, it's just unfortunate. That is why some of female artists, either when they start it, then they break off. They will never come back again.
Yeah.
Or when they decided that by this age, if I have not done what I want to do, no worry, or whatever, and carry on. Some will have their children and come back later. But when you come back later, at that time, you have to learn what is in vogue. So say music necessary. Today we're talking hip life. Tomorrow we're talking another,
Say, I'm a piano.
Yeah, I'm a piano. Everything. So everything just keeps moving so fast. First, opinion in South Africa,
yeah.
But because of social media and other, it's crossing over. Yes.
But could be French.
Yes. Yes. To be honest with you, it becomes very, very difficult. It is our partner, be it a husband or a wife, and what say there, this is your interest. This is why you are here. And wow. When you have to go on stage, you understand? And all that kind of stuff. Some of them grab nice ones. Baby.
Yeah.
With your child, and they're just watching you. Hey, because all the men are looking at you. Into why you're jealous.
And
Forget
those ones, as the management, what do you do?
When it comes to that, it becomes very difficult because I'll tell you, say a female artist and a or manager and so you're being after a while, I don't know why, something about the music or the way you're attractive on stage, so even though I'm not saying that he's having an affair with you, but if that becomes a man's territory. That you say. So it becomes difficult. I today will worry you, but your is artist. They become overprotective. It's normal. You understand? It's not something that it's normal, but you have to know where the husband comes in and where the manager comes in. The manager has to know that. There's a husband there, or there's a wife there, or there's a girlfriend or a boyfriend there. Also, he has to understand the limits. But sometimes you have tug of war. My boyfriend refrain. Hey, we're supposed to be in the studio. My boyfriend. It's very, very, very difficult.
Not just say management, and management then I think have a lot of issues.
So see, sorry, or your manager. Sorry, or your manager. Oh, I like it. Let me take you on. Because kakra. You understand? So I'll push you. And it's worse for the female artists. With the male artists, they can get away with it, but with the female artists, papa. So you find, I've seen over the 20 years, so many female artists, bam.
Does it mean, sir, the female artists have more mental health issues?
They are very vulnerable. They are very vulnerable.
Oh.
They're very vulnerable. Because I can like say for instance, I don't know what you look like on stage. And to me, who as just a normal pretty lady sitting here. Yeah. And I'm a man. Then suddenly I see you on stage or on TV. I'm like, wow, is that the same lady? I was like, she's attraction, baby, out of the blue. You understand? You are not asking for it. You are doing your entertainment. You are up there with your makeup, your fancy wigs, and you've gone there to act. You understand? But the people don't realize that that's what you are doing. They know, but suddenly they want you. They want to captivate you. They don't want anybody around you. Fans scramble. You can't come near the person.
Wow. And we are manager now. We need senior humanity. So we say a bit more shada share or more artists what do you do?
This is where it becomes very difficult in the sense that you be manager advice. Who money advice? I bet catch there. Is it your money? Who are you to tell them this? Still, I bet catch there. Let's do business. A lot of them. So you see that female artist baby also.
Wow.
Because her passion is to do that music. Her passion is she should get somewhere. But Onisika, ABI recording studio in the Cramp, she can't pay. I've seen it so many times. Wow. You have to call them, sit them down, and talk to them, and let them know that, look, just because you want to do this doesn't mean you cheapen yourself. Yep. We have to work on their mindset. Because we'll be feel that, if I agree to what this person is saying, I'm not saying every sound engineer is like that, but a bit more. Yeah. So you have to talk to them and let them realize that, if you have a problem, tell the manager. Don't hide it. Just because you're hiding your problem.
And does it get so serious to say, expert help and say,
sometimes,
some hospital.
Yeah, you see, for our people, when they hear things like that, they read it wrong. But even there, you can go to the health experts or the Obekasa. Then you pour out everything. That's what they do in the Western world. Yeah. They will talk. You pour everything out because what you're telling your parents is a lie. And no problem. But when you go to the health worker, Onemo, it doesn't know your parents, it doesn't know anybody. You're old enough to go there. Obebisa, intimate questions. Very intimate questions to the sense that Obi back to my car there, oh, I got raped. Onto my car. It can happen.
Wow.
We have stories like that, but we don't have ABI, Mameka, the physical evidence. Where did they happen? Okay, this thing that I want to do, say if you don't agree, I'll put it in the bin. May delete. What will you do? You end up doing what you're not supposed to do. And that is where we have to tell them that either you respect yourself and walk away from that studio.
Yeah.
Otherwise, when the person is tired with you, I'll kick you out.
Yeah.
Because after all, enter BBS, so it's very, very, very difficult.
In many cases, Grandpa, no, what the woman of Krana say was more than say one.
Thank you.
Dignity coffee.
Thank you. Yeah. Because sound engineers also, they have clicks. Oh, this lady, what about my studio there? Even when you haven't done anything, Obeka.
Okay. And then come on, so I say that my DBI, but now on time. But you per se, for an inset, one of the health workers are handle mental health patients. Now, you per se, the video now the management no wasem kakra.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
I'm a mental health nurse. I'm working at Elmina Government Hospital or a mental health unit. Our main focus is the primary prevention. Yekofie yehwe efia setena empeni bebre no obi wo honya adweme yareba eya na ebusua apo hwan ebi efie mpo wonye won nti ye woye hwan sei ebokọ nanka wanyina we hie ma wo zizi mpo a na watu na nkote akwanchen a oze oho bebre oze bre nyimpa na wenya adweme yareba no so yehwe social media is like now, I would say that it's vice versa in some way because social media in some way is helping improve mental health of people and also in some other ways deterring the health of the mental health of people because say yes a positive side of social media now ebinande yerebo TV do oboko ni na ye social media ni bi enkofu bo hwe wo Facebook TikTok na aze ye bema enkofu we hu emfaso wo ho a wo de wo hwehwe ho na dream apomaza but when we come to the negative aspect na onye de ebia obi wo honum a ebohu na obi wo ohobi anade obi akohia akwanhia bi ibia accident esi ebo hwe na nka me so be yanka ye na ye twho ehia na bystanders ebo tum ye gina abo nyimpa na ebo hwe na nyimpa no we twa video no za abo to social media nyimpa na asem esi na bi mpa na enyi nda no hodo so the effect that comes on the person is that when they have recovered ebia nyimpa na accident no or you unconscious na enyi no hodo obi etwitwa abo to social media inti bo hu de echi no nyimpa no benya apomezin na nenyi baba no hodo bo hu de okwada miti bie mu no de social media Facebook TikTok na azeno nyimpa na adwen kodu bia bo de oho na adwen otum omo onya ayemhihim brudu bi otum ofare begom de obede no hezi mpo waka de oruko begom onye nyimpa akokasa oma nyimpa woka wo ho hye anade wo moa osande ohu de bia the mazo si na nkonyi de obe social media mo bia mpo hu ena impo obi wo honum so a na say yetete de ebinum why adoye in fact it's a good thing people are doing that NGOs wo ankrofo na mom ye besre de ebi obi wo mental ill condition bi na eboa na ereboa no is a good thing but we shouldn't expose their offend the vulnerabilities to the social media.
This is Hope on Air on Cape TV with Nana Queen. We are talking how to help the creatives get mental health to get over their mental health issues. Yes, and as we watch, no, sa video I lady mental health nurse or handle or more bebre or munya adwene how. And as she's saying, the kind of nema Emma obi krampum pese na adwene kra be ko ho se me ko hwe ma adwene mu. Imagine creative or no na ye nyina ye hwe no na ye ni wo ne ho na se ebia wa pagya to mu se medical hospital no wa call na bia bibi ha na adwen a na ye dia betina social media na say ye keka kire
Yes.
Of course ebema on pese obeye sadie ni bio and they rather want to carry the illness and walk about than say obekwa ko seek help na amanfo abete na asa akoye stigma bi e de enenam honom enti mo be ene yenhwe how I be ending no then na wo be catch artists creatives no and na managers nso so a omonte enema bi ase a omone omoye ejuma.
Okay, what I'll say first and foremost, my name there is I'll be there. I need to go and see a health expert, and the first thought is sikasem ebi onibi. Okay, let's take the basic way out of some of these things. Say, the coastal areas. I was sorry early in the morning, go and sit by the seaside and take in deep breaths out. Do your breathing exercise. On a crampo, it can bring your blood pressure down. It can bring the anxiety down, the stress down. Just sit there, owl and the sea. You understand? ABI, you're not in the coastal area, but ABI, who are forest now, somewhere safe. Just go and sit between the trees and relax. You'll get that same spiritual wellness, you know. Take your shoes off, put your feet on the ground. That is what we call grounding. Until all the negative feelings you have within you will pass out onto the earth. You understand? Those kind of things. So need that crampo. For if you have money and you can afford it, and you are not by the coast, take a trip down. If you take a trip back to where you are, you'll come back so refreshed. You understand? And then also, if you don't have somewhere like a forest or something like that, maybe I will be in a farm, but there's nobody around. There's a rock there, a stone there. Just go and sit there. A lot of artists get inspiration from that. And grounding is very, very, very important. You slippers, you kambu, whatever, put your feet on the ground and let all the negative go out. Even now, they're saying that hug a tree. Apparently, when you take your shoes off and you hug a tree, there's some vibes that can really help you.
I'll try that.
From the tree, which I'm waiting to do that. Somebody said, hug, what was the other one? Hug something, I forgot it, you know. But this thing really, really helps. And then lastly, if you feel that the stage find somebody to talk to. Understand? There are people like myself. Men can't watch somewhere outside that. I know a lot of people's problems, but men can't. Because I know that I am within the creative arts. So why am I going to tell somebody who problem? You understand? But try and get somebody to talk to, because I know one. Already they told you they don't want you to do it. Your aunties and I told you they don't want. Who are you going to talk to? So you find people in the creative arts who have gone more in age and all that, and then you talk to them. Maybe some of the things that you're doing, let me say, for instance, you're drinking too much sugar. Drink some sugar. That can make you go start that depression. You're too hyper. So it can also put you in that mood. You understand? We can talk to you about, you can check your own diet. Make sure those sugary drinks are not in your diet and not too much, just a little bit. Don't think that, mommy for alcohol, so my problems will go away. And now mommy smoke weed or red or whatever it is, so my problems will go. You're only covering it, but the dirt is still underneath. So remove the carpet, sweep under, and then get back on your feet. Because what God has given to you, don't disappoint him. I believe you'll come back in your next time in life to come and face the same problem again. That's the way I see it.
Now management in the way.
The managers, they have both managers, whatever, they have to understand that it's not only about money. That person is, even though it's your money machine, And I love the way people like, let's say Kofi Kanata and them, the way
Yeah.
we don't hear about arguments. We don't. It means that ABR, from what I gather, they're doing something right for this young guy.
Support system.
Very, very, very supportive. And then yes, you know, it's like, look at the way they just chill among themselves, feel relaxed. When the person wants to retire to their room, leave them. If they're in the room the whole day, leave them. And kind of, oh, you are lazy. Yeah, no, because he knows when work will start. You understand? It's Otapi from the spiritual world where his music is coming from. Otapi, he becomes a better person.
Thank you very much, Nana, for coming to us with all this knowledge in what you do. Yes, the creatives are also human beings. And yes, sir, everything is okay for them. They also need a break. And also, as a creative, if you are going through something, and Nana can say, you know, go into nature, take a break, take your time. So I could say, perform me one month for years. Then you back figure out come. Yes, I could perform me. Take your time. We take baby steps. No way she answer the area. No way she answer the nante, and then you fly up to wherever God will take you with your talent. And also take time out and talk to people. Listen to your managers when they mean well for you. And a managers know so. Yes, a business, but se nipa no in the right shaper. Until let's put the human aspect, you know, into the business now. You know, now you're making sure say you trade at the end now you trading, which is the musician, no, or you're in good shape. Say be ya to me my very good content. Ebema ejuma so akonenim. Hope on air ejuma die ni. Me Alisad amede every Sunday 5 p.m. Ewo Cape TV, ewo Multi TV so with my Facebook said they will hear ya TikTok so ya na ye ba live. Nyame ya adomo a next week ye besa share with a very interesting conversation say ya na yede akwakowie. Thank you very much for staying with us. See you next week. Bye.